Okay, so solve the equation here, 5x cubed plus 6x squared minus 29x minus 6 equals 0. Okay, so this time it doesn't say to factorize, doesn't it? It says to solve. Okay, and where we've got the expression equals to 0, the cubic is equal to 0. Now we had situations like this at GCSE where you would have had a quadratic, for instance like x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals to 0, and it said solve. So what you did to start with then is you actually did factorize it, didn't you? And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to factorize this, put it into brackets, and then we'll solve it equals to 0. So it's the same approach, okay? So first of all, we say, look, let f of x equals 5x cubed plus 6x squared minus 29x minus 6, okay? And then we're going to find a factor, okay? So let's start off with 1. Let's see if that works. So 5 times 1 cubed plus 6 times 1 squared minus 29 times 1 minus 6. So if I work that out, that will be minus 34, I think. Okay, so that's no good. All right, that's no good at all. So let's try 2. Okay, let's put 2 in. So 5 times 2 cubed plus 6 times 2 squared minus 29 times 2 minus 6. So if I work that out, well, this is going to be 40, that's going to be 24, so that takes me to 64. Take away, that's 58, so that takes me to 6. Take away 6 is 0, okay? Of course, use your calculator on it, but we get 0 there. So then we've got that rule, haven't we? Okay, so if f of a equals 0, that implies that x minus a, okay, is a factor, all right? Okay, the remainder is 0. So in this case, we've got f of 2 equals 0. So that implies x minus 2 is a factor. So then we'll rewrite then 5x cubed plus 6x squared minus 29x minus 6 as x minus 2. Okay, and then we're going to have 2 brackets. Okay, 2 brackets here. It'll be a quadratic, yeah, when multiplied out. So we don't know what those 2 brackets are, so when we multiply them out, we're going to have a quadratic 3 term. Now we've got to think what we're going to have here in terms of x squared. Well, because I've got 5x cubed there, I need to have 5x squared here. Okay, so that multiplies to give 5x cubed plus bx plus c. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is from the expansion of those 2. So then I'm going to compare the coefficients, right? So I'm going to look at the constants to start with. So I've got minus 6 on this side. And the constant on this side, well, minus 2 times c, yeah? Minus 2c. So that means then I have, for c, it's got to be 3, yeah? Okay? Because you multiply minus 2 by 3, and you get minus 6. Okay, let's compare the x squared as well. So the x squared here, I've got 6 in front of it, okay? And then over here then, I've got, well, x times bx is bx squared, and then minus 2 times 5 is minus 10, okay? So I have that there. So 6 is b minus 10, which implies b is equal to 16, I think, yeah? Okay, that's what it comes out to be, doesn't it? Yeah, fantastic. So then we go back to the situation we have here. So I have x minus 2, 5x squared plus 16x plus 3. Okay, and then you just got to factorize this into a pair of brackets. Okay, so you do go through the normal factorization process, the one that you're used to. Okay, and then you have your answer. So I'm going to just skip straight to the answer. Okay, so I'm going to have 5x and x there. I'm going to have 3 there, positive 3 and positive 1 here. Okay, and we've got this now factorized. Now, we're still not done, aren't we? Because if we go back to the beginning, it says solve the equation equals to 0. In other words, 5x cubed, yeah, plus 6x squared minus 29x minus 6 is 0, means that f of x is equal to 0, yeah? Okay, because we've called this f of x. And the f of x, we've factorized it, haven't we, into these 3 brackets. So we could say, in fact, these 3 brackets are equal to 0. So we've got this equal to 0 there. Now when you've got brackets times together equal to 0, what we can say is that either one of them is 0. So we can say either x minus 2 is 0, or 5x plus 1 is 0, or x plus 3 is 0. One of them is 0. Okay, so either that's 0, that's 0, that's 0. And you have three different results. So that means x is 2, if you take that over, or x is minus 1/5. If you take the 1 over, it becomes minus 1 divided by 5, or x is minus 3. So those are three answers there, and we've solved the equation.